Alright, hope everybody's doing well. Just thought I'd do a short video on some updates with some crosses that have kind of been morphing into something else. This was a Yellow Delta Pingu cross. Really nice breeders that I'm using in this tank. Really striking fish. It's very unusual. But anyhow, I got a dump tank of ones that just look totally different. So what I did is I culled them as they were just looking a little bit different. That's an older female, just to see what she has in the way of fry. But I got that one, and there's a couple of real bright, weird looking ones. But you know, this could be with the cross just throws some weird stuff as well, which is pretty odd because before that I was just getting fish that looked like the ones I previously showed you. Anyway, these are all different. Then I got one male that's got a red tail. Totally bizarre. Yeah, right. This, if I can get in position here, is the cross I did of a Blau male to a all red albino female, and I'm going to pull some of these out and put them into a 5.5 breeder. They're more or less an ivory mosaic, I guess, with very little color, which I guess is the Blau genes pulling out the red or anything else that was passed on from the red albino. So, trying to get one of these knuckleheads on here, and so far they just, well, they're eating live baby brine shrimp, so they're kind of going all over the place. I get a close up on this one. Not bad. No, it's interesting. And I have a couple with a longer, wider tail somewhere in there. Here we go, that one. Well, it's something to mess with. So, I guess you can see it pretty good. Interesting fish. It's something I'll continue to mess with, but I'll only devote like 2 tanks to it. We'll see. So the police showed up here and asked me where I was between 3 and 5. I said probably in kindergarten class. That's awful. Alright, and the last thing I think I'll show is these are supposed to be purple Moscows. Get any of them on here. They don't look anything like purple Moscows yet, but they may well, it's probably not going to turn into it. It looks more like a panda. So once again, unless I made a mistake with my stuff I wrote down, but I think these are all black pandas. So, because there's no way that's turning into a black Moscow. It's short, thin, and yeah, it's not going to happen. So I must have mismarked the tank, and they're black pandas, which is good because they're easy to sell. A lot of people like them. Very interesting looking fish, and so these are only 2 months old, so I gotta give them another 6 weeks or so, and we'll see how things go. But for some reason I thought they were purple Moscow, so I'm gonna have to find the tank of fry of purple Moscows, since this is not it. And you can even tell from the younger ones that, yeah, there's no way. So I also have another tank of black pandas growing out. You would think maybe they would be the black Moscows, and I mismarked both tanks, but they're definitely not. So there's a couple of good sized females in there. The camera's jumping around. So very nice. I like these a lot. Very cool fish. And let me see if I can show the other tank. It's a lot of a mess. I'm cleaning things up, changing things around. These are definitely Black Pandas from October 4th. And as you can see, they look an awful lot like that other tank. Somewhere there's a whole bunch of them in there. We go. So very cool. So there'll be some next things coming up for sale. And so these, let's see, October 4th. So these are about 2.5 months old. And they don't have like the black coloration yet that that other tank has. Which I would tell you how old they are, but I really can't. Because I don't know what I did with the marking. And it doesn't matter since I was wrong. We'll see. Alright, so that's them. This tank is coming down. And this is a tank of Tiger King Cobras. And I selected the females with the most splotches. And as you can see, or as I can tell, the tails of the males ended up changing quite a bit. They're not really a mosaic anymore. They are on the edge, but not on the base of the tail is just grown into like a black splotch. So pretty interesting. You can see some of these females have more tiger splotches than any of the other ones I have, but it did affect the color of the males. So that's something to keep in mind. I have a couple other tanks of Tiger King Cobras that don't have this going on. So I don't know what I'm going to do with these. I like the way they look. I especially like the females, but I'm not positive about the males yet. So that one's a normal looking male. Interesting anyway. And the plants in all these tanks are a thin leaf water sprite. So like I said, I have quite a few tanks coming down. And this is, let's see, this is another tank of Tiger King Cobras with more normal looking males. So anyhow, so that'll do it. If you have any questions, you can put them in the comments, or you can send me an email. If you need any of the high protein food or the ultimate veggie flake or ultimate meat flake, I'm still selling that on Aquabid and eBay, or you can email me directly and just buy it direct if you'd rather do that. And last thing I'll say before I forget, you can see these females have much less in the way of splotches. So the splotches seem to affect the coloration of the male. Alright, thanks for watching. Appreciate it.